Rainbow books. Great. Good girl art, sleaze, noir, digest vintage paperbacks. Hi, I'm Gary Lovisi, and this time we're going to take a look at Rainbow books, which were actually they called them Rainbow romances. They're digest paperbacks. There's a series of 30 of them, and they have terrific pin-up, sexy good girl art on them by various classic artists like George Gross and Rudy Nappy and others. And they have great stories. About 7 of them are written by Norman Daniels under pseudonym, and he also has one book under his own name. And they have also Lionel White and other writers that are classic collectible crime noir writers, and we're going to get into the series now. There are 30 books in the series. They start from number 101 to number 130. They were published from 1951 to 53, and they were published by Rainbow Books Incorporated or by also by Magazine Productions. And there's 30 of them, as they say, and here's the entire set of them. And what we're going to do is take a look at them. So we'll go through them. The first one is 101 is Thrill Girl by Jean Harvey. And George Gross did some of the covers on these, and Rudy Nappy and other famous artists also. Number 102 is Reno Tramp by Florence Stonebreaker. The books also had which I'm going to show you in a second if I can find it. They also had photos in them, and these were always said it was specially posed by professional models. So they had these kind of black and white photos in them, kind of cheesy photos, nothing really special, nothing to write home about, but they had a few photos in them. And the back covers always had a photo along with the title and something about the book and the rainbow logo. And you can see that also on these here. They all had back covers.
That's Lila.
With photos. This one here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they used all these photos. This is number 103. Wild is the Woman by Laura Hale. I believe that's one of the pseudonyms by Norman Daniels. Number 104 is Moment of Rapture by John Balmer. And that might be Lila too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think so, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, Lila was a famous
Lila Lynn.
Lila what?
Lynn.
Lila Lynn was a famous model that was on the covers of a lot of the books, and actually my wife and I did an article on her in Paperback Parade a few issues back. Number 105 is Four Dames Named Sin, and that's by Mark Reed, which is probably Norman Daniels, and it's a Rudy Nappy cover, and I believe that that's Lila too, right?
No.
It's not her? No, okay. All the back covers have one photo like that, in that position. Number 106, Nora's No Angel by Tom Stone, and that's a George Gross cover. You can see his signature down there. Number 107 is Street of Dark Desires by Mark Reed. Again, this is from 1951. Some of these covers are just great pin-up, sexy, good girl art. Just beautiful. There's a sweet kind of charm to the artwork on these, and they're really. This was called exotic fiction because it was a little bit. Stories were a little racy. They were a little a little suggestive, but really kind of romantic, risque, but by today's standards, they're really not risque at all. They're just fun, and the covers are just fun and great, beautiful women and cool images. Number 108 is Passion Has Red Lips by R.R. McCollum. It's a really nice series to collect. There's only 30 of them, and they started off with 101, which is interesting because a lot of publishers started off with number one, book number two when they numbered their books. But a lot of publishers also started off with higher numbers, just to make it look like the series was running a long time and that it had more staying power. So they started off sometimes with 101 or whatever, or 200 or something. Number 109 is Her Candle Burns Hot by Hodge Evans. Great cover, great cover. Hodge Evans was thought at first to be a pseudonym of Evan Hunter, but it's not. There's also another writer named Hodge Evans, and I don't know if that was a mistake on the publisher's part, but there's a couple of these have by Hodge Evans. I haven't been able to find out who he was. Number 110 is Sleepy Time Honey. She's Too Smart for Love, and that was the original title, and it's by Catherine Culver, again from 1951. This is one of my favorite. This one here is number 111, Walk the Evil Streets by David Wade. What money couldn't buy, her body could. And great cover. I like the guy's leering face, like a kind of a satanic evil face, really well drawn. And the woman is just terrific, beautiful. And this is also by David Wade, probably Norman A. Daniels. Number 112 is Red-Headed Wench, and it's by Tom Stone. You can see the cover art, the pin-up good girl art is just beautiful, 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 and very sexy, very alluring. Number 11. Sometimes the numbers.
It's 13 now.
It's 13. Yeah, the numbers are very, very tiny on here. Even with my glasses, it's hard to see them, and they're in different places on every book. So number 113 is Play Rough by Rick Wayne, Story of the Underworld. And number 114 is Tease the Wild Flame by Mark Reed. A whirlpool of hate, love, desire, ... and death. And that's the first group of 15, first 15 of the...
14, right?
14 of the Rainbow books, and we're going to do the rest of them now. Well, there's 30 in the series. Number 115 is Carnival of Passion by Val Monroe, and that's a George Gross cover. Number 116 is She Walks by Night by David Wade, also known as Norman A. Daniels. And again, just to let you know, notice the back covers always have a photo in the top of the back cover. And some of these photos could have been used as model photos for cover artists on these books or other books in different series, because they took a lot of the photographs of different models. Number 117 is Bedroom in Hell by Norman A. Daniels. This is the one book that's under actually his name. And again, the George Gross cover. You can see his signature down there. Very
Pronounced, noticeable.
Pronounced, yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah. Kiss of Fire is number 118 by Laura Hale, and that's also Norman Daniels. Number 119 is Joyride by Roger Treat. Joyride is the suspense-packed novel of the most dastardly hero who ever came home from the war is ready and anxious to claim a victor's spoils and pleasures. So this is a after-the-war novel, post-World War II, or perhaps post-World War II, because these were from 51 to 53. Number 120 is The Nude Stranger by Mark Reed. And number 121 is one of the best books in the series. It is a terrific, terrific book. It's Seven Hungry Men by Lionel White. And this book has interracial, an alcoholic, and the guy holding a knife, and it's got a lot of images in here. It's a George Gross cover, but the thing is that Seven Hungry Men is and I've read this and wrote something about this book, is a terrific, terrific crime novel. It's a caper book. Lionel White was known for writing terrific caper novels where guys, do stick-ups and all kinds of complicated crimes and schemes and deals and things like that. And this is one hell of a good read. Hard to find. It's very scarce, and it will set you back to find a copy, even a reading copy. But interesting thing, it was reprinted a few years later in the middle 50s by the Avon Books in the T series as Run, Killer, Run. And the interesting thing about that is that Seven Hungry Men and Run, Killer, Run being the same book, because one reprints the other, but they have different endings. So if you read this one and you read Run, Killer, Run, you'll find out that the ending is different. And so it's almost like two books. What Lionel White did was he took the digest, he rewrote it, fixed it up a little bit, made it better, and tacked a different ending on it. And the thing is that either edition, this is a terrific, underrated, very great book. And a lot of Lionel White's books are hard-hitting capers and really good. Number 122 is The Madam Who Blushed by Terry O.K. Burleson, author I've never heard of, but beautiful copy. Number 123 is Vice Cop by Mark Reed. It's a Johnny Murdoch novel. And so this is like something for the women here, I guess. The beefcake kind of cover that they put on for this one. Number 124 is Bedroom with a View by David Wade, George Gross cover. And Mark Reed, David Wade is both Norman Daniels. The next one is 125 is Tender-Hearted Harlot, Suspense, Passion, and Violence in the Gambling Joints and Honky-Tonks of the Frisco Waterfront. This is by Val Monroe. And it is signed, but I can't read the signature. Can you read it?
Not from there.
Yeah. Can you read it from up here?
Barton.
Harry Barton, okay. Harry Barton, terrific artist. 126 is She-Devil by Robert Turner. Robert Turner was and the cover art is by George Gross. Robert Turner was a terrific hard-boiled crime writer. Wrote a lot of really good noir and suspense crime books and stories for the magazines. Number 127 is The Big Woman by Mel Colton. And Mel Colton wrote for Ace Books and a few other publishers. Had a lot of hard-boiled crime. So a lot of the books in this Rainbow series are actually hard-boiled crime or noir novels, even though they are packaged in a sexy, pin-up, sleazy kind of way. There's all kinds of crimes going on, and mystery and murder and interesting kind of plots and plot twists, which takes us to number 128, which has the title The Twist, which is by Norma Dan. And I'm not sure who the cover artist is. Norma Dan is Norman Daniels, and it's another noir crime novel. Number 129 is Only Human, kind of a rural sleaze noir novel. Pretense was her business, only her kisses were real. A brand new novel by David Wade, author of Bedroom with a View, which is the other book in the Rainbow series. So that's Only Human. And the last book is number 130, Off Limits by George L. Botari, a suspense-packed novel of the guys, the dames, the joints, the creeps who surround our army camps and prey on our soldiers. So here's Off Limits, and I assume she was off limits. So there you go. There's a look at all of the Rainbow digests, number 101 to 130, from 1951 to 1953. They are an exquisite group of crime noir, sleaze, pin-up, good girl art digests. There's a few series that are really great. There's Venus, which we'll get to. There's Exotic, which we have already done. Phantom, which we have already done. And there's others. But Rainbow is one, and Falcon books, which we'll get to at one point. But Rainbow digests are really terrific, very, very collectible, in nice shape. They're quite sought after, and very good books, very cool, and actually good reads, because all the crime element, the suspense, and the noir mixes very well with the bad girls and the femme fatale subject matter. So it's a good mix of books, and they're good stories, and they're written by a lot of professional writers. See, we got guys like Norman Daniels, who wrote like 8 or 9 of these under his name and pseudonyms. He was a prolific but very well honed pulp writer, and who knew how to tell stories. So these are good books, and these are good to read, not only just to look at for their cover and for the beauty of the covers. So I hope you enjoyed this look at Rainbow books, and if you did, give us a thumbs up, share alike, and thanks for looking, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.